watching. So today I wanted to talk about a few tips on how to start a healthy diet, because I know there's a ton of people out there who really want to start eating healthier and they really don't know where to start because there's so many diets out there that just give you so much false information and just want to sell you everything under the sun. And it can be really confusing and you just have no idea where to even begin. So the number one thing that I always recommend to people that I think is the most important thing possible that you can do for your health is to focus on eating whole foods. So I know that people are very obsessed with macronutrient profiles, so like they're really obsessed with having a ton of protein in their diet or having, absolutely no carbohydrates because carbs make you fat, or, they are completely obsessed with the idea that the fat you eat is the fat you wear and that you can't eat any fat at all, so they just won't eat any at all. And in the long run, they become very unhealthy and sick. So my advice is to always focus on eating as many whole foods as you possibly can in their most natural state. So you know that one section of the grocery store that you walk into, and it's usually like the first part, and it's all vibrant and everything's refrigerated and it's just all fresh picked. The fruits and vegetables, that is what you should be eating the most of in your entire diet. And it doesn't really matter where you are right now. Even if you feel right now that you're so unhealthy that you need to make some drastic diet change and change your whole life around, my advice is to not do that, because most of the time that's what ends up happening is like you're like, I'm so unhealthy, I'm like an alcoholic and I eat junk food all the time and I have all these addictions and I need to do all this crazy stuff to fix my life. So they'll go on like a 30-day juice fast or a water fast, or they'll go from eating a standard American diet of just crap to 100% raw vegan, and then literally 2 weeks later they completely just fall off the entire wagon and they're like, that was the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. I never want to eat another fruit or vegetable again, and I hate the idea of veganism or anything like that. Period. Like, I'm done. It was stupid and it didn't work for me. And that's usually what happens because we're taught in society that everything needs to be so extreme. So we're usually taught that, we need to cut like an entire macronutrient out of our diet, like carbs, fats, proteins, one or the other. Or we need to like completely starve ourselves, go on some crazy like fitness regimen, we need to start training for a marathon, or do something really intense to change our lives. But it's so simple to just start adding in as many whole foods as you possibly can. So just start adding in as many fruits and vegetables and whole grains and whole plant fats that you can, and start subbing them out for other things that you might eat. So like if you normally wake up in the morning and have 2 cups of coffee and bacon and eggs, maybe instead of that have 1 cup of coffee, and then instead of eating bacon and eggs, tell yourself that like, I'm gonna eat an apple before I eat anything else. And just make these tiny, small little changes, because once you start adding in as many, fruits, vegetables, whole foods that you can, it's gonna start pushing out the bad stuff, because you're gonna start feeling better and your body wants that. It wants those minerals and the vitamins, and it wants all of the good stuff that Mother Nature provides us to nourish our bodies from the earth. So it totally just drives me insane when people say like, oh, don't eat fruit, it has way too much sugar, it's gonna make you fat, or like, don't eat too many vegetables, or don't eat avocados or coconut or any plant fats because they're gonna make you fat. And it's just so bizarre that like people are so brainwashed that they're taught that fruits and vegetables aren't healthy, but whey protein powder is, and like all of these store-bought meal replacement bars are the healthy alternative, and that like meats and things like that are healthier than fruits and vegetables and things that Mother Nature grows for us. So you really just want to start flooding your body with as many nutrients as you can, and not focusing on like going on some crazy diet or changing your life in a month, because it's going to take time, and you really need to be patient with yourself and realize that if you really want to take your health seriously, you really want to get healthy, lose weight, cure your addictions, diseases, acne, any types of like problems that you have, it's gonna take time. It didn't happen overnight, and like they say, it's not gonna be cured overnight either. But what the main thing is that you want to feel good, and you want to do something that is sustainable. So like us as humans, we're creatures of habit, and we are completely obsessed with our habits because they basically form our structure of how we operate in our environment. So we've learned these conditioned habits through society and through the way that we've been taught and the way that we've grown up to eat certain things, and to come home every day after work and watch TV for 3 hours, or order a pizza every Wednesday, or do something like that. Those habits that have been conditioned your entire life, they're going to be harder to break. So thinking that you can go from a completely standard American diet to a raw vegan diet or something really extreme like that and just change your life, 99.9% of the people in this world cannot do that. And you don't need to do that. You just need to make small little progress every single day, and that's going to make you feel better. The more progress that you can make and the more that you can stick to it, you're just going to feel better and better. And what that's going to do is just propel you to make more changes, and it's really going to motivate you to stick with it. And it's not going to be painful. It's going to be enjoyable. Like, you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, I don't want coffee, I don't want bacon or eggs, I want to eat, a smoothie, and I want to drink a bunch of water. And like, you're going to start craving healthy foods, and you're going to start living a healthy life, and it's just going to become a new habit because you're slowly replacing the old ones. And the more that we eat whole healthy foods in like their most unprocessed state, the more it's just going to push out the bad stuff. So I think that I'm going to make this into like a series on how to start a healthy diet, how to start a healthy weight loss plan, because I get so many questions from people that are on like a standard American diet or like a paleo diet or something like that, and they're like, I want to start eating healthier, I don't know what to do, but I don't want to like go vegan, and I don't want to go crazy or give up meat or anything like that. And I'm always like, that's fine, we just need to make small progress. So I'm going to make it into like a series. If you have any questions or topics for like the next video in the series, please leave them in the comments below. But just remember, your habits are built over time, and it's not like one day you're going to go from drinking a 12-pack every night and eating pizza every single day and like raiding the vending machine at work every day to eating solely fruits and vegetables or like a juice fast or something like that, and stick to it long term and actually be sane. So I hope that helps you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, leave your comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Basically, this is just like a really simple taco salad, so I don't use like the fake meats or like the walnuts or anything like that. But I'm just gonna mash up some avocado with like some lime, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's all done.